This video is to walk you through how to schedule a PSI exam through your NHA candidate account, including a live remote proctored test. If you haven't yet applied for your test, please see the how-to guides on applying for your PSI exam. Once you have received your email that confirms you are able to schedule, you can log in to your NHA account at www.nhanow.com. Once there, you should see a green banner at the top of the screen prompting you to schedule your exam. You can click there or select Apply on the left-hand side of the page. This will take you to your exam overview page. You can view the details of your test. The details information should include your confirmation number, security requirements, and required documentation for your exam day. You can select Schedule Exam from here or go back to your dashboard. When you're ready, you can follow the link to schedule your exam. You can choose PSI Testing Center to test from any of PSI's open locations around the country, or Remote Online Proctored Exam. Let's start with walking through choosing a local test center. You will be taken to a new page and asked to enter your country, city or postal code, and preferred month, then search Exam Center. You will then see testing center options including addresses of any available location. Choose the best option for you, and then pick from all of the available dates and times at that location. You can go back and select other options based on availability. When you're ready and chosen your date and time, press Continue. A final request to make sure of your choice will pop up. If everything looks right, press Continue. Once done, you will see a visual confirmation of successful scheduling and get an email containing all of the details, including location, date, time, directions, and what to bring. You are required to bring one form of government-issued photo ID and arrive at least 15 minutes before your exam start time. Your email will also include the information on rescheduling, which can happen up to 24 hours before your scheduled test without any penalty or need for repayment. Now, let's see what it looks like to choose the live remote proctoring option. This means that you will be testing with a PSI proctor from any secure location, as long as the room and computer meets the PSI testing room and technology requirements. Before you start, you should know that to test through PSI's live remote proctoring, you will need to have access to a desktop or laptop computer with a webcam, as well as have the Google Chrome browser on the computer you will use for test day. This also includes the use of Chromebooks that have any modern Windows or Mac operating systems. But we know that you may have a Chromebook or laptop provided to you through your institution or school. If you plan to use live remote proctoring, please talk with your IT department to make sure that the firewall or VPN settings will not interfere with any live remote proctoring sessions that may occur on site. iPads and other handheld devices won't work for your exam, though you can use them for the NHA website to prepare for your test. Before you choose live remote proctoring, you will need to be able to have a private place that includes a clean desk or table. It needs to be well lit without any clutter. The space doesn't have to be in your home, but it does need to meet all the requirements. But places like your bed, a coffee shop, or the backyard will not work. Resources on what it means to have a secure location are available to you, and you can learn more in the What to Expect for Live Remote Proctoring video. Selecting the Remote Online Proctored Exam and pressing Continue will take you on to schedule your test. After selecting your country, choose your time zone. These are based on the largest regional state or city locations, so be sure you're selecting the one that is in your same time zone. If you want, you can stop here and run a compatibility check to see if your computer will work on test day. You can run this check at any time before your exam. In fact, it's a best practice to do it in advance. You only need to run this on the computer you will be using for the exam. You can choose from day and time options based on your location, time zone, and PSI availability, which usually starts 24 hours ahead of your current time. PSI provides 24-hour scheduling options for remote proctoring, so it's important to be aware if you're choosing AM or PM on your times. If you are late, you may not be able to start your test. Missing your test due to picking the wrong time or starting late may mean that you have to pay for your test a second time in order to reschedule. When you're ready, select your preferred option and press Continue. A pop-up will load confirming your schedule. Double-check your time zone, date, and time selected, and if all looks good, then choose Continue. This will give you a visual confirmation of scheduling that you can then close. You should also look for an email from nhanow.com that has all the details of your exam, including the approved photo ID you can use for remote testing, and how to make sure your testing space will be okay to run a secured proctored test. It is really important to read all the way through your confirmation email before your test date, so you can have everything ready. This email will also remind you that military IDs are not approved for live remote proctoring due to federal regulations, and give you information on rescheduling, which you can do up to 24 hours before your scheduled test. It will remind you again that iPads and cell phones are not acceptable to use for a remote proctored exam. No matter if you're doing an on-site PSI test or through live remote proctoring, you will have an exams details page on your NHA account giving you all of this information. You can get to it through the banner at the top of your screen or through the Apply button on your NHA homepage, and then the Schedule with PSI link. This page lets you review all of the exam procedures and requirements before your test date, as well as where you can go to reschedule or cancel your test if you need to. This is also where you will go to launch your exam on test day. NHA has additional resources for you, including a What to Expect guide and video, which you can find on your NHA candidate account through the Find Helpful Resources link. You can also see a full walkthrough of the live remote proctored experience through your candidate guide from NHA. Once you have passed your test and earned your NHA certification, remember to go online and post the hashtag NHA Certified. Tell us your story. We want to hear all about it. Good luck.